Hello and good evening, RPG Limit Break. Welcome to another edition of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer 2021 Summer Tournament. And we've got a good matchup today with 2-1 Brian Williams going up against 2-1 Tristal. And I'm joined here in the booth by Caleb. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Edge. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. I'm happy that you were able to join me in the booth again, and that we got this choice matchup here. Brian and Tristal, two pretty good bets.
This is awesome. I got my notebook out. I'm ready to take some notes and continue learning Dragon Warrior Randomizer, and I have a feeling that Tristal and Brian Williams are gonna show me some things that I'm just gonna blow my mind, because I know I know Tristal from FFR lore and history, and Brian Williams I know from the reputation in DWR being one of the top runners. So this is, and obviously Tristal 2-1 is obviously a top DWR runner too, but it's going to be exciting watching these two sort of juggernauts go at it.
So before we kick things off, we want to point out that Permanent Torch is on for this flag set by agreement of both of the runners, so everything else pretty much the same. Just it'll be nice to maybe dive some dungeons early without them being too treacherous.
Yeah, I have found that in the few races that I've participated in with crew, that I've seen some folks do the dark rooms just by with the noise cues, and it's something that I've been practicing, but it's going to be kind of nice watching people run through it with the Permanent Torch on. And both runners going to be starting with hurt, so that's also pretty exciting that we're going to be able to kill stuff right away and not just sort of open up with that 30-minute slog of hopefully we can punch some slimes outside the castle.
Yeah, that's pretty important, especially with the strength we have available. So we're off and rolling already. We've got wings and a cursed belt and the magic key, so get to save the key today.
Yeah, it's important not to put a belt on after you eat too much wings. Oh man, that's a big swamp.
Oh, that's and its placement is brutal as well. So if you're gonna get an encounter, good luck. You're not making it to the end there.
Oof.
Yeah, this is gonna be big swamp light here.
Yeah, and Tristal immediately does the quick safety save to save the key before we go check the Tantagel armory here.
I mean, this is pretty critical. You have to find out whether the armor is here or not.
The early herb will help him survive that walk, though, and the second cursed belt there picked up.
Yeah, that early torch will also, you've got hurt, so not really relevant this time around, but you could always throw it at something that resists hurt.
Yeah, so it looks like Tristal's going to go check the back of Tantagel, as Brian Williams also resets out of the armory.
Yeah, you're going to have to do this sooner rather than later anyway, so you might as well get your information here.
Mm-hmm. That's the back of Swamp Cave.
Yeah, so where could this be headed? Well, Tristal's headed to the throne room. But yeah, if this backdoor's Garenham, this is going to be a pretty crazy seed.
Let's see what kind of luck Brian gets coming through the dungeon here.
Nope, and you're going back to.
Ambushed by a Magic Wyvern.
I mean, at 11 agility, you're going to get ambushed by pretty much everything.
Yeah. It looks like Crystal just checking the perimeter information.
Oh god, gets ambushed as well. That's brutal. You just basically have to take 9 steps into the swamp and hope you get an encounter. That's really all you're at this point, and then maybe you get enough health or heal. Would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian meanwhile is trying to just get out from under this in the tunnel as well. And yeah, 3 minutes in and no experience is a real feels bad moment.
Yeah. And a dead sprint. It looks like no matter what, we're 2 to 3 tiles short of making it out, so we're gonna need some HP. Yeah, I think Tristal's doing exactly what you said, just kind of walking around looking for a fight. Because all these fights down here in the back of the swamp cave are not what we need.
Okay, well, here's Race with Sleep, so Brian's probably dead here. Yep. Okay, well, they got DLT Breath, so we found 3 incredibly lethal things in this tunnel as well.
And here, I feel silly talking about how like nice it's going to be. We got Permanent Torch, we got Early Hurt. You know, we get to save the key, but
All right, so Tristal should get next level out of this, and we'll see if there's any improvement at all.
Ooh.
Oh no! Wait, is this heal more? All right, we can do something.
All right. So heal more and a little power boost gets us up to 18 strength.
I mean, that's enough to escape the marsh here. So
yeah. We'll see how long it takes Brian to catch a magician or something he can kill here.
yeah, it's interesting that we haven't seen anything else in the zone either.
And I wonder if we're taking the herbs so we can survive the swamp.
I think at least this will let you scout outside of it, and this might be the way to go. If oh, that feels bad. There's a red slime.
Yeah. Oh well, here this will be his big level with the heal more. And level 3 gets us that 6 HP we needed early, but
I mean, you're probably gonna die a lot in this seed, so
yeah.
it certainly makes the heal more efficient. Yeah, gosh, this is just pretty cruel, honestly.
Mm-hmm. But both runners making progress here.
Yeah, the big difference, though, Tristal still has a key and Brian does not, so...
Yeah.
Oh. Almost stop spell, alright. That's actually kind of interesting, because once you get the armor, if that golem's like 75% stop spell, that's a pretty tasty grind. However, you are pretty tasty to an armor knight at level 3.
Yeah, that's a big hit. Gonna send Tristal back. And the metal scorpion's gonna send Brian back.
Oh, God, it's just hurt, too. That feels bad. It's a crime of opportunity. Also, thank you very much, RM2, for the raid.
Just in time to watch these two runners make the best of a bad situation here.
Tristal has a new spell, and that's Junior Heal, so actually pretty good in this situation.
Yeah. Be a little more conservative with the MP, and right now we don't really need the full-on healing of Heal More just yet, so...
Yeah, honestly, for as long as it took them to get out of the swamp area, though, things are going pretty well now, and Tristal has found a nice mid-range enemy group here. I mean, mid-range for the early game, anyway.
Right. Yep, and there's a resource wipe for Brian. Ran out of MP, so just took the teleport back to the king and try this again as Tristal picks up our first town in the form of coal.
Oh boy, if the armor's here. Actually, if anything's here, it feels kind of bad. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, the agonizing thing is there anything good that you would want here? And there's kind of good stuff, but I doubt Tristal's gonna go all the way to the end to get that to sell the cursed belt so he can buy the small shield. Yeah, just gonna join the club instead.
And Brian goes up here, he should find coal. He just walks up just a couple more frames. There it is. Alright, so and Tristal finds our second cave. And third cave.
Well, bonus cave's a pretty good one to find. Oh, there's an extra key.
That'll be good for Brian when he gets there, having sacrificed the key to the Tantagel Armory.
Oh, oof. That gold man swinging pretty hard. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Could have bought some clothes. Nah, it wouldn't matter. And meanwhile, Brian runs into the AK-47, so it's just all kinds of death on the overworld right now.
Yeah, they're still looking for something to kind of crack this open.
Ambush one shot.
I mean, it's DWR.
Brian Williams gets the Metal Scorpion down, though, and that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that'll throw him up to level 5.
Oh my god. So, where's the warlocks and the skeletons? Those would be pretty nice right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Even the wolf would be pretty solid, I think.
Yeah. And instead, we're just drawing ambush golems and Goldman for Tristal.
I mean, those are definitely some golems that are hopped up on coffee. I've never seen so many ambushes. We just built them out of bricks of Taster's Choice. Yeah, Brian, however, quietly sneaking up on the next level.
Yeah, he got a second Metal Scorpion down to kind of further his small experience lead over Tristal, widening that gap little by little. As Tristal just kind of keeps getting that Tris luck and getting blown up by constructs here.
A stop spell is pretty good. There are definitely some nasties with Hurtmore lurking around here.
And there's this swamp is pervasive. It's everywhere. Like, it's not all connected, but there are just large swaths of swamp everywhere.
Yeah, this is one of those maps where it feels like armor is going to be a huge advantage.
Yeah. And we didn't see what the cave was next to the freebie cave for Tristal. And Brian hasn't gone that far west to find that bonus key. Seems to be content playing around in this desert with the metal scorpions.
Yeah, I think even with stop spell, it doesn't feel good enough to go through the swamp cave yet to see what's on the other side. Now, if they find outside, that's going to be a huge benefit, but no guarantees.
There's a skeleton.
Oh, never mind.
Dragon Lord 2 Breath.
Dragon Lord 2 Breath is hurt most. Alright, Tristal finally getting level 6 as Brian runs into some of that luck. The skeleton made another skeleton out of you. Yeah, this feels real bad. Just not a good zone to just be sinking a lot of time into, but it's really all that you have. And like when you're resorting to killing poltergeists, it's just an awful feeling.
Yeah. I wonder when we're gonna see. I wonder if this is Tristal heading back for the cave.
I mean, Tristal has been trying to get back that way for a while, but just keeps running into gets a face full of bricks.
There's a warlock.
Hey, alright.
It's just punchy so far.
Yeah, so I have to guess that the golem is hanging out in the, or the gold man is hanging out in the same zone as the warlock. Alright. No longer naked, Tristal has clothes. And a small shield.
It's important.
Tristal no longer streaking towards the finish.
This is not that kind of party. Oh, hey, a blue dragon. That's pretty neat.
Well, that's less neat. Oh my god, deal 2 breath. Well, that's even worse because it's on a Sherlock monster, so...
Right.
It's also potentially on a monster that could be guarding the princess or the Hawksnest spot, so fun!
Yep, another reason to find that armor.
Yeah, if that armor is guarded by a blue dragon in the Hawksnest spot, it's gonna be real awful.
And Brian getting closer and closer to level 7.
Tristal ditches an armored knight. 8+.
We get back to the double cave entrance.
Yeah, this is a freebie.
Little tablet cave action.
Yeah.
Definitely nice to find with permanent torch on. This is my least favorite cave to try to do in the dark. And money. Alright, and here's level 7 for Brian. What do we got? 9 power, 7 speed, 2 hit points, 17 magic points, no spells.
Well, as soon as Tristal dies, he can stock up on keys. So there's that at least.
Yeah. And Brian gonna take his money and stock up on some armor as well, picking up that small shield. No clothes, though. Want to be fun and fancy free for a while instead.
Well, nothing down here either. Tristal getting a nice hero run, though. Also a nice guy to run into.
Oh, so north of Cole is Sharlock.
Oh, so that's why all the nasty stuff is here. Got it. Thanks. Oh, that's... yeah. This is definitely... I'm sorry. Yeah.
So, at what point do you start trying to get back through that swamp cave behind Tantagel? I mean, Brian still needs to get a key to get back there, but if you're Tristal, I guess now.
Well, I mean, you're picking up the keys so that you don't waste all of the money on your next death. Instantly as soon as you get outside. Otherwise, maybe if there's a pretty big agility bump.
There's a second blue dragon. And Tristal's on his way to tempt fate. Magic Wyvern's not going to let him through, though.
Oh my god, they have sleep too?
It's fine. I mean, what else could possibly go wrong?
Did I just sign us up for a 3-hour seed?
No, I'm sure it'll break open once we hit a level 8, maybe. Please.
Please.
Please, seed. And Brian's gonna go exploring. Tristal looks committed to this cave dive, and there's more blue dragons.
Oh, I don't know. That Droll Magi might have been doable. I definitely would have thrown a stop spell in its face just to see. Oh, that's... okay, doesn't get DL2 breath this time. He manages to get away. This is white knuckle tore through the cave. What do we have on the other side? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ambushing werewolves.
It's not any better here.
Yep. No immediate information for towns, caves, nothing. Just more forests and hills.
Of course, it's the stop spell. Sorry. Punch in the face. This is gross.
There's a Wraith Knight. Oh, with the 1 HP run.
See, the
Tristal.
close matter.
Uh-oh. Little baby breath. Alright, we're running out of MP here. We got 1 heal left in the box. And... got a... hey, it looks like the Stu Pickles head almost. The other night.
Stu's looking a little rough this scene. That's 3 a.m. Stu Pickles.
Just gotta make those toys. Alright. So it looks like Brian is committed to finding level 8, and Tristal finds another hole.
Just to the left. Alright, well, if you can spring anything out of the mountain cave, that would be pretty impressive. Because these zones have been horrendous.
Right. And no MP, so this is a one and done. We're gonna hopefully get lucky runs. There's a 3rd curse belt.
Okay, so we're slowly learning that all of the search spots are significant. That feels bad. And just get rolled by a Droll Magi, which also feels horrible.
Yikes.
I mean, Maybe you could buy a chainmail with the curse belts once you sell them, though.
And Brian taking out Drakeys.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah,
something good comes at 8, Brian is going to be a humongous favorite here.
I'd love to see Brian push a little west just so we can see those. There it goes. Awesome. He's going to see these caves. He'll get his free key. And that's good for him. That'll catch him up with Tristal in that regard.
I would have been very tempted to go back down there and grab another one, but you can get some money instead.
Yeah. As Tristal's going to explore this island, which I think, yeah, we've been here before. We've died here before. We haven't seen much else what was in this area of these two caves. We know slightly north and to the east is Sharlock, which Tristal doesn't know.
Yeah, but... and we've not seen anything past Sharlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just these zones are defying you to get past them.
Okay, so we did see this forested area with Tristal. Little one-tile bridge. I'm gonna check that.
I'd blow the whole seat open if it works. Alright. Well, that's why you don't do that, Brian. Sorry.
Well, he's gonna get his keys and maybe we'll see him probe through the swamp cave. And Tristal just getting punches out of the regular skeleton. So.
Yes, in question in chat, what doesn't have DL2 breath? DL1.
And Tristal's pushing up north here, so this is new map coverage for us. Kind of threading the needle in these swamps north of Tantagel.
Ooh. It's a frisky metal scorpion. I also would have been very interested to take on that Druid Lord as well. Maybe the Wolf Lord? No? Alright. Definitely not the Wraith Knight. And Brian going straight right instead of left is going to miss Mountain Cave. And we'll see
this little... There's the Stew Pickle's neck.
And that's a one-way trip back.
Tactical for Tristal. See if he pushes north here to find Sharlock. Looks like he's sort of carefully exploring.
Yeah, Brian, meanwhile, is pacing back and forth in the woods, muttering to himself.
So he gets the Sharlock info and is going to push further north.
I mean, it's bad luck that Brian died there. And this Spectre, I think, is doable at this point. We'll see. That's going to be a nice find for Tristal if he can get this done. Oh, well, now you gotta stop spell. It's still worth it, though. Yeah, we haven't really seen the upper range of this the Spectre's attacks, but I definitely think more than 11 is on the table. Yeah, there you go. Just keep punching.
And closing the gap on that XP lead, and there's a
Ooh.
Swamp Town. Swamp Town is Brackenary. How neat is that?
Hold it right there, guys. Well, this is actually pretty neat. Let's see, Copper Sword.
That's pretty good.
That's a nice upgrade. Let's see, Leather Armor is also an upgrade, sadly. Dragon Scale also on the table, so that's pretty useful. So every little bit helps. If you could ever manage to carry money across, the large shield would be nice too. I mean, you could just go grab 3 chests from from the bottom of Tablet Cave and then never get there.
Brian closing in on level 8 little by little, and Tristal doing a good job catching up. This little Scorpion's gonna help close that gap a little more too. Testing our luck with a Wyvern to find out it's got hurt more.
Well, they're all jerks. Every single bird.
I mean, if your wings were clipped off and sold in stores, I don't know if you'd be that happy about it either.
I mean, not if I'm not getting a cut, then yeah, I'd be pretty mad.
I mean, you get a cut.
Yeah, not 100% off. Alright, new territory! I think.
One more fight ought to do it for Brian here.
Alright, we got the crit on the ghost. Shows you. Oh, well, never mind.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, that's another zone that you could poke around and explore for maybe some useful enemies. But I don't think you're so desperate right now. Right. You've just hit another chunk of map that you can explore, so you might as well do it.
Alright, here we go. Level 8. What do we got? 18 agility, no HP, 4 magic points, and congratulations, you still know the spells you know.
Yeah, 18 agility is not trivial though, so that will be very helpful. Oh, we got accidents. Sorry, go back.
Hey, that 18 agility immediately paying off allows Brian to get a second turn run from a blue dragon.
Why does everything no hurt more or deal 2 Breath of the Sea?
And another run. So, out the gate, level 8. Really helping Brian run away from stuff. And he's immediately going to find Brackenary. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Hawksness. Brackenary is up in the swamp. And maybe we're going back for Mountain Cave now. For Tristal.
I mean, this is definitely one of those... this is one of those seeds where you have a bunch of different options that you can try, and they're all awful.
Ooh, another town. Just north of where...
Oh, nope, stop right there.
Oh!
Alright, well... Oh, there's another treasure chest, and maybe there's something good here, too. Yeah, it is good, just not for you.
Yeah.
Like
maybe we'll get a gold chest here.
Yeah, like some chainmail even would have been really, really great.
And it's an herb.
Yeah. Everything is still awful. I would say it's time to, I don't know, maybe burn the gold. Just get some more keys.
That's what we're doing. Cheap keys are cheap. And nice run for Tristal through that swamp cave. And we're headed back for the mountain cave. Not much here around Rimalore. There was a little bit of swamp to the southwest that we didn't fully check out, but maybe pop in the inn. And Tristal gets the stop spell to land on the Magiwyvern.
Well, if these Hurtmores keep coming, this will be a pretty solid kill. But yeah, that's what you're afraid of. Yeah.
Yeah, feels bad.
I mean, I think you were pretty much resorting to heal more strats at that point. But if you were, if you were gonna put the time and effort in, I think you have to do everything in your power to cash it out. It's just this is a seed that's definitely going to be tilting both runners pretty hard.
And you can see both runners sort of committing to their plays. Tristal committing to the other side of the mountain cave play, and Brian still bent on exploring Continent 1 here. And Tristal with some of these kills in the swamp cave and has actually pulled ahead on the experience total, so. Oh, and there's Breckenary for Brian. He's got to be excited to see that, I'm sure. Probably not at all.
Well, not when he gets through with this. Yeah, there's nothing exciting about a copper sword salesman.
But what about a dragon scale?
Well, I mean, I think you still got the cursed belt, so you can get that for sure. Just cashing out. One HP, gonna throw the stop spell out, and it bounces. So that's just the roughest of luck.
And chat pointing out 37 minutes in, and we've got 39 deaths between our two runners. Hooey.
It's the death per minute ratio is over 1. That's when you know you get a good seed.
So who wins in the death count? Is it more deaths or fewer deaths?
The audience.
Ooh. I don't know if we saw that cave for Tristal. Cave east of Breckenary. No. This is the grave, right? So this could be pretty big. Empty box. Death necklace. Silver heart. So...
Oh, that's good.
The metal slime. Nice.
This is going to be huge if we get a third hit here.
Ah,
2 and
so
done.
close.
Alright, let's see. Tristal, yeah, about to find out the bad news. Sorry, buddy.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That's such a long walk, and it's just fraught with peril the whole way through.
Yeah. I think that's probably the worst part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can sell the death necklace for a ton of cash, but that would get you at best a broadsword, and I think you're going to need a steam shovel in order to make progress in this seed, so...
Tristal is getting closer to level 9, and maybe, as Brian works his way through the back of the grave here, looking for another wolf.
I mean, this zone doesn't seem to be too bad, honestly. It's been certainly the best that we've seen in a while. Let's see, Tristal is gonna take on this Droll Magi, which I think is a pretty good move at this stage.
And there's another metal slime caught for Brian. Gets 2 hits.
2 hits again, alright. 50-50. Alright, gets another try.
Hey!
Woof, alright.
Alright, level 9.
Nobody led up to MG see this.
Oh, and no more spells at level 9, and just small stat gains across the board.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. But yeah, that metal slime definitely caught Brian up for sure. So pretty important kill. And I don't know, I would definitely be tempted to farm more in here because it's just been such tough sledding. I guess the other thing with stat gains being so poor here is that at some point they're just going to explode.
Yeah. It's just at what point. And there's a werewolf and a fairy flute pickup for Tristal.
That feels kind of awful, honestly.
Yeah, so still no sign of Edric's sword or token or armor.
I mean,
we haven't seen the Hawksness tile. And there's an herb in the... So, not much doing here in Mountain Cave for Tristal. There are still a handful of boxes for Brian to open here in the back of the grave. I mean, he's closing in on level 10 already, so... Probably crossing his fingers hoping for another metal slime. Get him the rest of the way there. How about a ghost?
nope. mean, Brian is making a lot of progress just taking out enemies in this zone as well. And I mean, he's lasted a long time in this area too. Like, but when you got 34 HP, I don't blame him at all. One shot at a wolf certainly helps too.
Yeah, I wonder if when we use our last heal after our next fight with the Druid Lord, if we'll start, I guess, or even after this fight, if we start diving the rest of this cave and just seeing what we can get out while we're here. Because we can't really grind, or we're just going for the Death Warp, okay.
Well, I think Brian's still got a couple herbs yet, too.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about the herbs. Hey, it's our buddy.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are pretty nice. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. You manipulated the runaway. Just a hair off. This card would be proud.
Okay, so we can't fight any more Druid Lords. And now it's time to go. We have 13 HP.
Alright, well, maybe we can get there.
Good run.
Uh-oh.
Hey! And Tristal, uh-oh.
Oh!
What?
Alright, well. Didn't lead to anything, but it still felt good.
Alright, so we have one box left?
Yeah, the very bottom. And, yeah, good luck getting there.
Yeah. But we're super duper close to level 10. Which is gotta be, I mean, at a certain point, I don't know when you start feeling optimistic that, like, okay, this next level's gotta be it, but I would imagine the thought's gotta be crossing Brian's mind.
It can't get any worse, can it?
$34 HP at level 9? Just when you want to start feeling optimistic, have a blue dragon.
The cure for optimism. One blue dragon.
I don't typically find myself an optimistic person, Edge, but when I'm playing randomizers, I can't help but be optimistic. Because it's got to turn around at some point, right? I mean, people play these games for a reason. Right?
Right? Maybe?
It's because they're fun, and eventually they break open and you can kill things. Right? Guys? Hello?
I mean, this is definitely not a seed for the weak of heart, that's for sure. This is one of those ones that, I don't know, if you rolled this, you might not ever play this again.
Yeah. This is I'm not only a member, but I'm also the founder of the Center for Competitive Forfeiting.
But I mean, at the same time, though, this is also like one of those kinds of seeds where you learn the most out of it too.
Yeah.
Because you need to work basically every little advantage that you possibly can just to make it to the next level.
Oh, absolutely. And what both of these runners are doing is, with the hand they've been dealt, is pretty remarkable. I would not have lasted this long. I probably still would be trying to get level 4 in the swamp.
Well, Brian is one experience away from the next level, and here's a skeleton that is going to make sure that you don't get it. All right,
Hey, Drakey.
sorry, buddy.
It's not your day, pal.
Happy to see you too.
Alright, well, we got 7 power, 6 speed, 2 HP, 10 MP. Congratulations, you haven't learned any new spells. But our MP's orange now, so that's cool, right? Right? That's gotta count for something. Oh, a new cave. That's a new cave.
This is it. Do we get to see it? It's the jerk? Nope.
Oh, we're back at the grave. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's everybody's favorite metal slime.
Hi, buddy.
Well, we'll catch you at the next one. Oh, well, we're metal slime grinding. We like this floor.
I mean, if this is the best that you've seen so far, you might as well just pull up a chair and see how far you can get. I mean,
Sure.
it's looking like just 400 experience is a humongous lead right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can carve up some of these guys, like that's the thing.
Oh,
Yeah, that certainly helps a lot. That's tremendously helpful. But if you can kill everything in this zone,
yeah.
which is more than I can say for any other zone that we've seen so far.
Yeah, and the big MP gains have really, like, the fact that our HP isn't super high, like, that heal is invaluable at this point.
I'm really curious as to what the enemy group is in Hawksness, but this at the top floor of the cave seems to be the winner right here. It's a huge find for Brian.
And Tristal close. We're 2 hits in. Ooh. An aggressive little slime. Gonna keep letting us try. Said, look, I gave you 3 shots to hit me. And Tristal going for the rogue scorpion kill, but it's a big hit.
Yeah, those guys are generally very, very difficult to deal with physical wise. They're one of the ideal enemies to just shove a hurt more in their face. Alright, well, we've found probably the worst enemy in this area so far. Brian
Yeah, we've
running
seen-
into the werewolf.
Yeah, we saw one werewolf in our first entry here. But it was a quick run, and 3 failed swings.
I guess that's the thing. If the werewolf is the less common encounter, then
Yeah.
I think you're pretty fine. Oh, not today. Gets away, though. Yeah, that was a pretty impressive run of not seeing those guys, though. Yeah, here's a drone lord. That's pretty solid.
Getting closer and closer, just about 200 points away. As Tristal gets ambushed by a fire-breathing wolf lord.
Yeah, it's just, well, we're gonna give this Wraith Knight a shot now, and I think might be doable with the levels and agility here. There's baby breath. All right, so that's not lethal, but that's also really annoying.
Mm-hmm. There's hit. Oh. Goodbye, Metal Slime. Goodbye, Tristal. Welcome back to Tantagel. High Spirits, our tracker in chat, or our restreamer in chat calling out. We're approaching that 50 combined deaths.
Plenty more to go. Hey, there's another crit on a metal slime, so Brian making some real good progress here. And is the level 11 going to allow you to play the game?
4 power, 3 speed, 37 HP, 3. Oh, we got return.
No, it'll get you out of the throne room quicker.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, with heal more, now you can definitely eat some stronger attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, huge HP bump, definitely a nice get. But where's the sword and where's the armor is the question.
Ooh, there's the new town.
Wolflord also now very doable with the attack power as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Tristal just continuing to run into these hurt more casting enemies though. So this
feels really bad.
Yeah, I think just sitting down and grinding was absolutely the right move. And we find Cantlin, so the likelihood of coordinates being relevant pretty high.
Yeah. And there's chainmail. Not gonna buy it though.
No, if you can find a hand axe instead, you might get a little more mileage out of it. The chainmail is pretty solid though. But if you want the coordinates, you also need to basically stuff your face with herbs as well. Or no, he got plenty of MP this time around, so good to stock up on him anyway.
Right.
Alright, we got Dragon Scale too.
Alright, we know if Tristal just keeps pushing north here. Ooh, very blue.
Alright, so nothing too exciting in this area as well. What do we got in the third shop? Maybe a large shield? Ah, there's the broadsword. Could have that at the cost of a death necklace. Nah. Meanwhile, Tristal trying to take on this Axe Knight. Got a lot of MP just to try cheesing him down. Yeah, just gonna run away instead.
Alright, Tristal makes his way to Remolar. And our coordinates. That's
That always feels horrible. You could have had this all along. Yeah, immediately gonna go there.
yeah.
Because chances are it's gonna be one of the two real big ticket items, and yeah.
Yeah. I guess the bummer would be the token.
Yeah, the token would be pretty awful, but most of the time it's not. There we go.
The sword.
The big stick.
Good thing we didn't waste all our money on a hand axe that we couldn't find. So what's the best case scenario right now for runners with the Hawksnest tile?
Axe Knight wouldn't be too bad. You can definitely wait out the hurt more. Try to get your stop spell to land. Golem wouldn't be bad either, because you have the fairy flute, and you can throw out the stop spell on them as well.
So Brian found the Axe Knight here in the Swamp Cave tile. And multiple tiles have the same enemy.
Oh, Tristal managing to take down a rogue scorpion, so level 10 within sight.
Yep. He's gonna open the box. Oh no, maybe we already saw him open the box.
Nope, just gonna take a nap instead. But yeah, the HP bumps at 10 and 11 are really breaking this thing open for sure. It's just you never realize how constraining HP is until you really have to deal with the worst of it.
Mm-hmm. And we got a couple folks in chat confirming that the tiles can all be the same enemy. So,
well, we've got an Axe Knight, so this is a pretty solid grind. You just throw the hurt more out, and as long as they're not going to swing at you, this will go pretty fast. Well, maybe not with 94 attack power, but you can definitely 3-shot him most of the time. But yeah, this is like another good place to just pull up a chair and hang out for a little while. Well, that stop spell looked like it bounced, so that's no fun. Yeah, now he's just being a jerk.
he heard we were having fun.
Not allowed. He's gonna call his big brother. There's a low roll on that too. I mean, the next level almost certainly is gonna give some good stuff. So it's not a bad idea to grind out the next level if you're pretty close to it.
Right.
And if you don't really have anything else that you feel comfortable doing.
Yeah, like we're 3 Axe Knights away. And meanwhile, Tristal unfortunately just keeps getting all the enemy hurt more luck and struggling to get his plan off the ground here.
Yeah, if Hurtmore shows up at 12, for instance, this is going to be a significantly better... Oh, nice crit. It's going to be a significantly better grind. If you get a huge strength bump, also a pretty darn good grind. And Brian is trying to conserve, like, every point of MP he can to maybe finish out one more fight. That would be ideal. So yeah, there was the heal more, and then 2 more MP for the last stop spell.
I have some understanding of how critical hits work in games like Final Fantasy Randomizer, but how do they work in Dragon Warrior Randomizer?
Oh boy, that was a miss into a sleep, and that feels awful. One shot though. Oh, just one more thing, just anything. Oh, you're dead. So the crits are just 1 in 64. So good luck.
Cool.
I mean, it's real easy to remember.
Yeah.
And never against the Dragon Lord.
Fair. Alright, level 12. Six power, 7 speed, 6 HP, 9 MP, and we've got Repel.
Yeah, we've also got Hurt More. Yeah, so this this Axe Knight grind comes a lot tastier, that's for sure. So maybe it's time to get one more level just to make exploration easy, because you have a lot of tidying up to do, that's for sure.
Right.
But at the same time, it doesn't get any more convenient than right here. Axe Knight's like, you call that Hurt More? I'll show you Hurt More. So yeah, Brian just taking off like a rocket now. So level 12, the magic level, making it to Cantlin kind of the big important find.
Tristal did find the grave here, picks up his silver harp and the death necklace. So we'll see if he gets to that back box, or if he gets distracted by the juicy encounters here.
I mean, the metal slimes would definitely help turn things around right now, but of course you could just get no encounters on the way through, and that feels kind of bad.
Yeah. And we know that deeper he goes, the more likely the Axe Knights are.
Alright, so Brian's got one more Hurt More in the chamber, and then has to refill, which is... it's fine. You're right at the castle. It doesn't get much easier than that.
Mm-hmm. One more box to go for Tristal here in the back of the grave. If this is something like the token, though, this could be big if we manage to get to it. Tristal is closing in on level 10 as well.
Well, I think with the way everything's shaking out so far, I think the armor in Sharlock is still a possibility, too.
Oh.
Yeah, so Brian definitely feeling good about this opportunity, and we'll see. As long as it's not a blue dragon, right? Whoops.
Way to go, Edge.
Sorry, I ruined everything.
Hi, kitty.
No, hi, Mila. Hello.
So we get the stop spell to stick to the blue dragon, and not gonna do much against the DL2 breath, but we can treat this just like a DL2 fight and be okay, I guess.
That's the thing. You can only swing whenever it casts, so that's pretty it's pretty rough.
And it was the token in the back of the grave.
Alright, so finally something breaking Tristal's way, but yeah, there's the armor, so that breaks the other way real fast.
Oh man. Is that vanilla armor?
I think so.
So that's the key item go mode for Tristal. Still need to find all of the caves. Haven't found the Jerk Cave, haven't found the Rain Cave. Yeah. Still lots of the... I mean, we haven't seen what's north through the back into swamp. And unfortunately, I don't know if... or obviously, it's not a matter of if, it's more a matter of when Brian will head back to the grave to open that one box.
Yeah, but fortunately, it's not like Brian has the option to gamble on Sherlock. Like Brian's eventually gonna get funneled in there at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
But this is definitely an opportunity for Tristal to catch up. Just has to make the most of it, and it's going to be pretty hard with this this experience advantage.
Yeah. Because we're already knocking on the door of 13. And both runners in the same little area. This is Tristal's first visit to Cantlin.
Yeah, I guess the other important thing is we haven't found the jerk and we haven't found the harp cave either.
I just said that, Edge.
Oh, sorry, I was feeding the cat.
It's fine.
But did you know that we haven't found the jerk or the harp cave yet?
This is true. This is true. We also haven't found Garenham, but this looks like a new town for Brian. To the northwest of Cantlin. So this has to be Garenham? But first level 13. There's a big level up.
That's Ooh. Everything is a big level. Holy cow. That's where everything was hiding. Yeah, you got agility in green now. You did it.
We're on our way.
Alright, Tristal, meanwhile, is just chewing on his controller right now.
I mean, at least he'll get this. It's interesting that he's trying to heal his way through here.
If you're not, I mean, there's so much more in the area to explore though, and it takes forever for you to get anywhere that it's kind of like, if this turns out to be the token, it feels real bad to have just coughed up all that progress.
And so, the back of Garenham might be, I guess, optimally we want it to be the jerk cave, so our runners have to come back here, right?
Yeah. But wait, Tristal has the token, so yeah, everything that's possibly at coordinates is good. So yeah, what are you doing?
It's the jerk cave here behind Garenham.
Yeah, you did it. Don't run out of keys.
All right. And yeah, this is gonna be feels bad for Tristal too, not having found the rain cave.
Yeah, we gonna find Fighter's Ring. Nope. Fairy water's pretty useful though.
And well, we've made our way back to the grave for Brian here, so you know, knock it out while we're here, I guess. And it's going to be good news for him because it will get him the token.
Well, the other thing too is that all of the enemy groups on the way down are pretty tasty for somebody that has hurt more. So this feels pretty darn good.
Yeah. Oh, but we're leaving.
It's no good.
Oh no. No. So.
Yeah, if Brian is bereft of keys, this is a bad situation.
Because Rimmildar was kind of off in the middle of nowhere. But now that he's found the jerk cave behind Garenham, wonder, yeah, if we're gonna go through the swamp cave and see if we can find the rain cave on the other side, because that's our only question mark left is that hole.
Yeah, I think at this point I would also be hesitant to get any more levels, just in case a humongous strength bump is around the corner. I mean, being in Death Necklace territory also not unreasonable with this this seed.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're gonna clean this out, and yeah, Brian's not gonna be happy about it.
No, he will get the fairy flute. You know, for that 100% completion bonus.
Tristal, meanwhile, just blowing up magicians. What are you gonna do? It's that kind of seed.
They're illusionists.
So, are you an illusionist guy or a prestige guy?
Prestige. I've never seen The Illusionist.
Gotcha. It's always weird when like the same movie like comes out twice, or basically the same movie comes out twice.
Yeah, the Volcano Dante's Peak Dilemma.
Yeah.
Deep Impact Armageddon. Yeah. My theory is that there's like one of two things that happens. Either Hollywood puts out a call for a script about a certain thing that they think is going to be, and then there's like writers do the thing, submit scripts, and they're like, oh, this was pretty good, but this was pretty good too. And they take them and make the same movie. Or the I got distracted. I have another theory on this, I just lost it. But yeah, I basically just think it's never a coincidence. It's just like Paramount hears that Sony is putting out a volcano movie. It's like, well, we gotta put a volcano movie out. Well, they've got Tommy Lee Jones and Anne Heche. Like, get me Pierce Brosnan. He's hot. He's on GoldenEye heat. We'll get James Bond versus the volcano. Be great.
Wait, wasn't there one where it was a volcano base? So you only live twice?
To be fair, I've only seen 2 of the Brosnan Bonds. Not the biggest fan of those ones. I saw GoldenEye and Die Another Day, which is the most anti-DWR movie title.
No, that was a Connery Bond movie though.
Oh, okay. I've seen even fewer of the older ones. And wait, this is a new cave. There's our rain cave.
Yeah, all right. Here, I'll take the harp. It's cool.
Get out of my way. Do you know what it's like out there? Everything has fire. And now Brian has to do some fingers and toes math and figure out where he left some boxes. Instead, just does a little victory lap around the swamp outside Tantagel.
I mean, before you dive, if you're not sure that you raided the treasury, probably a good time to do so. But yeah, I mean, we're pretty much left with just the bottom of grave for Brian. And this is definitely where, like, one of those places where you could win or lose a race. It's just everything else has gone so poorly for Tristal that it really doesn't matter for Brian. Unless he's just, you know what, I'm going to sit here and grind and then I'm going to dive, in which case that also works pretty good too.
Yeah. Grind while we go over our notes. Yeah. Where could the token be? Which I gotta say, the little tracker that they to have on the Discord for this game with all the little tabs and stuff is like the handiest thing in the world for learning the game for me. Like you have the little maps built into it, so if folks are out there interested in learning this game, I would highly recommend folks come to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Discord and peek around in the training room pins. There's a lot of really good resources to help folks learn the game, which is a concept that I've been flirting with in my head for 2 years, like since I've been watching these races on YouTube, and finally took the plunge and started running some seeds, and it's a fun little adventure. I don't know if it's suitable for racing though. Oh.
It is. It has been most certainly an adventure for both runners. So we've got hit points 32. All right, that's a lot. That's definitely Death Necklace territory. But how do you feel about your strength? Not so good. We're continuing. And yeah, this is totally the right move.
So is there an innate stat outside of armor that dictates defense power?
Agility.
Okay. Because I don't think we're... Obviously, gold grind's out of question. There was not gold in the armory, and there's not a bunch of boxes in the swamp cave. So it's kind of difficult to set up the gold grind here to get that silver shield money, so...
Yeah,
shield probably going to be the best we can do.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely get the job done with low defense power. It's just you better be ready to burn a couple of heal mores because you don't want to die at 49 or 50.
Mm-hmm. Takes the simple death warp. We're about 10 Axe Knights away from or fewer than that, but 8 or 9 Axe Knights from level 15, but we gotta go remember which hole the grave was in.
Yeah, and honestly, there's a ton of stuff on the way down to the bottom of the grave that I would definitely hold off before taking another run.
Yeah.
Like, just everything in here deserves to take a hurt more to the face, so...
Working on some catharsis here for Brian Williams. Reminds me of... Have you seen the movie Hot Rod?
I have not.
There's a scene in which Danny McBride's character exclaims with great magnanimity that someone's about to bring the demons out of him. And he starts hitting a man with a traffic cone. While he exclaims, "I've been drinking green tea all day."
I feel like either that green tree or the tea or the traffic cone would have helped immensely in this scene, just to get things started. I mean, the traffic cone's got to do more damage than the club, yeah. Right?
Sure. And then he takes the man's hat and says, "It's my hat now." It's a fun movie. It's a very goofy, Lonely Island flavored movie, but it's a lot of fun. Welcome to Movie Talk with Edge and Caleb. Usually it's food chat, but I guess we're talking about movies tonight.
Yeah, I mean, once again, we missed the opportunity to talk about wings at the start.
We did. We did talk about wing harvesting and the wing shortage with the wyverns. We have not seen a lot of wyverns actually this seed. So
hey, there's one.
Hey, speaking, you shall receive. There we go. We're gonna just shush that wyvern and just stab it. Stab it again.
So yeah, Tristal getting close to the magic level to kind of break things open here.
One more fight ought to do it. And there's that crit on the Star Wyvern for Brian. And congratulations. Maximum grumble for Brian.
I mean, I would definitely be feeling bad about a lot of these things. It's just Brian has no idea how rough Tristal has had it right now.
Yeah. And Tristal, like, we know that he just doubled his HP, but like still only getting the return spell here at level 11. So still a level away from really blowing it open for him. But at least we've got the sword. We've got HP now. I wonder how long it'll be before Tristal makes his way back to Hawk's Nest to get that armor and check that spot.
No, that armor knight is trying to send him back as fast as possible.
The minions of the Dragon Lord often feel more terrifying than the Dragon Lord.
I guess the thing is with the Dragon Lord, you're definitely prepared before you choose to even pick that fight. With the minions, no, they're looking for you.
The worst game of hide and seek.
No, I mean it's like they finished grinding and now they're trying to kill you, right?
Look at this spell I learned. Hurt more in the face.
So check out the cool stuff you get at level 12. Blah.
I go to sleep, just boop on the nose. Oh, I can also breathe fire.
And can you do that? No. Alright, Brian picking up some fairy water as well, which is not a terrible idea if you end up with borderline attack power. Just having a couple of those fairy water bombs in your back pocket could turn a borderline attempt into a much safer one.
It looks like we're going to go back for 15 on some Axe Knights, though.
Yeah, I think at this point you just stay here until you hit the level that you want. Hey, we found metal slimes on the overworld. Alright. That's neat.
I think only Tristal has seen that. Tristal, I think, has seen... That's the second metal slime encounter in the overworld for him. And the first one, I think, got away from him. But here comes the bad news, Blue D, so see how Tristal handles it. And there's the Wombo combo.
Yeah, that's even that's not going smoothly for Tristal.
Yeah, that feels really bad. So, would you actually open the boxes in Sherlock for that fighter's ring? Is that 2 attack power worth it for you?
It really depends on what this next level gives you. A lot of times, especially if it gets you, so you got 150 HP, but the attack power is not there, so we're going to 16. If it shoves your damage range, like the minimum and the maximum both go up 1, that's like a tremendous amount for just 2 attack power.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's totally worth it, and you just have to be able to do the quick math in your head to figure it out. Of course, you have the whole Sherlock dive to do it in this case.
Unless it's in the vanilla sword box.
And then you have even more of the dive to figure it out. But yeah, depending on how much you're shifting the range, that's what makes it valuable or not. And of course, the more constrained your resources are, like if that 2 attack power might buy you like 1 less heal more you have to use, it might be worth it there. That sort of thing.
Yeah. And Tristal now gonna check the tile. I think this is his first time checking this tile in the Swamp Cave, so he'll get the good information.
He's also getting some good encounters here as well, but Tristal might feel like level 12 is what's required to get past this blue dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brian, meanwhile, is pretty well on the way to 16.
Yeah, and our tracker pointing out in chat that's a 6,000 XP deficit. That is a deep hole to climb out of for Tristal. Wouldn't say it's impossible, but he's got his work cut out for him for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of exploration that needs to be done as well. So, like, by the time Brian is going into Sherlock, that gap is going to be wider. Of course, if the strength just stays low forever, then maybe you just hard buy a silver shield. I think Brian's gonna take the death warp, but it could be ridiculous, you know, that hey, I would have made 15k gold just grinding.
A couple more and we'll be there. But yeah, I think you're right. I think the death warp is in the books as it happens.
Yeah, it's just the fastest way to get through this, and yeah, Tristal's just buckling down and grinding through these Axe Knights too, and it's really what you have to do is just wherever you find experience, just get as much of it as you can. Sometimes all it takes is just finding a zone where you can kill 60% of the monsters, 80% of the monsters. Because like everything else, it was like 40% or lower. You were more likely to run into something that killed you.
Right.
But yeah, the HP total is hilariously high.
And there's the big 12 for Tristal.
Yeah, there's Hurt More as well. So, I mean, this is probably a good opportunity to burn the rest of your MP and just take some more shots at these guys. Oh wow, 64 was not enough to kill this guy. That's like every break possible is just not going Tristal's way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Chat asking, remember level 10 when they had 34 HP?
Alright, well, Brian got 2 extra power, so level 17, here we go.
Yikes. Anybody in chat got them Axe Knights facts? I feel like we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, what if Axe Knights were good at trivia? Then they'd be Facts Knights.
Oh, nice. Dropping the facts. I want to make a bad joke about how they send letter. Now there's a knight that sends letters to the Dragon Lord via fax machine, and it's a fax knight. Every time they wipe the hero, they send a fax to the Dragon Lord.
I feel like the Dragon Lord's kind of old school, though. Like, he probably uses a telegram.
If they played cards, they'd be Jack's Knights. That's pretty good.
2 Axe Knights on top of each other. Stacks Knights.
Oh, stacks on stacks on stacks. Playing Axe Knight with the saxophone. Sax Knight.
If they slacked off, they'd be Lax Knights.
April 15th, you get Tax Knights.
I feel like they're taxing in most seats, to be honest.
When they have low HP, they're Wax Knights.
I mean, Hurtmore is basically Kafrizzle, right? You're just melting them. If they cheated, they'd be Axe Knights.
The one that Tristal couldn't kill with 64 Hurtmore was a Max Knight.
Oh, God.
That's pretty good. But if this is a pandemic, so they need to be Vax Knights.
Oh, God.
That's pretty good.
What if they were really big into model trains?
Crax Knights?
Yep. Gladys Knight. I mean, it could be a blue dragon. I bet Brian's Gladys Knight. Step on a Crax Knight.
It's bad luck.
Alright, Brian's going back to the... It's going back to the throne room. We're putting away the synchronized leveling here.
Yeah, level 17 didn't get us much more attack power.
I feel like Brian's just, like, level 18.
I have a feeling we'll be back Knights.
I mean, if I was Brian, I might just fight my way down at this point. But we'll see. We'll see what we're setting up for. Oh, herbs. Herbs are always good.
Yeah. Axe Knight on a job interview has got to be wearing his slacks Knights. Kind of stole that one from Dust Mask in chat.
So Brian sells the dragon scale without ever actually equipping it.
Oh, wow.
Lag. Oh, did he equip it? Alright, meanwhile, Tristal making it past that blue dragon, finally getting the Erdrick's armor.
Awesome.
This has just been brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I'm sure Tristal's definitely felt the dragon.
Alright, nice catch in chat though. The status screen did say 81 DP, so I missed it somewhere along the way. So, yeah, 112 attack power.
It's probably that distracts Knight. Alright, let's go into Sharlock.
The first thing you see is a blue dragon. Blue dragon's on the top floor. Yep. Yep. But so Death Necklace definitely in play.
Yeah.
We also have Fighter's Ring down here as well, and there is a possibility that Brian fights his way down if we just run into a bunch of cake monsters as well, because we could easily just beat the stuffing out of like wizards and let's see, wizards would be good. Not these guys though.
Our first red dragon of the seed. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean you could just hero walk all the way down too. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Got 83 agility though, so your chances of running are pretty good. Unless you're me.
You just had to say something.
Yeah, I guess the other thing too is you have a ton of heal mores, and you also have a bunch of fairy water as well. So that fairy water that he picked up early could just turn into just a bunch of ballistic missiles to close the fight out.
And that's our first stone man of the seed too, so we have no idea what those enemies have on them.
And hopefully we will never find out.
Fair.
So I guess the other nice thing about raiding the treasury is it's usually full of herbs too. Tristal getting the next level, so there's your other gigantic HP bump. And yeah, it's time to just start grinding like crazy.
Yeah, hero run almost all the way down, like very clean Sharlock dive for Brian here.
Oh, more fairy water. You got anything else to
Extra
try
fairy water.
Nope.
Wings.
It's the best of wings.
And there's the fighter's ring.
Yeah, it feels like
an inventory full of fairy water and a death necklace.
yeah, maybe drinking all of the fairy water will prevent you from getting cursed. Given what that stuff does, though, it probably will prevent you from doing anything at all ever again.
And another big hero run all the way to the tile, and it's a It's a stone man, so pretty good.
Yeah, and well, Brian wasn't going to mess around with it, but it's just, well, you've got some extra MP. Oh, these brick monsters have been just drinking coffee all day, just waiting for this seed.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Alright, plenty of herbs left over. Time to put the death necklace on during the fight. And we're gonna go for it. So, attack power 114. Now up 10. So, 24 over 100, that's 12 to 6. So, Yeah, that's actually super beneficial for that ring. Alright, there's the stop spell. That's pretty good.
And Tristal's picked up his Staff of Rain, made it back to Garenham to do the Jerk Cave, and probably head back to Swamp to do his grind.
Yeah, so these fairy waters are definitely doing the trick. Brian basically getting max rolls off of these. Yeah, there's 11, so when your range is 12 to 6 and you can kind of cheat the odds in your favor, it's definitely a good move. So, big heads up play.
Feels like a Castlevania strat.
I mean, where in Sherlock would you hide a turkey in the wall, though?
I mean, there's lots of little places to bonk off of.
Let's see, we got an 8, we got a 7, and yeah, the fire breathing is not really doing Brian any favors.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, when you get the punch and it does 44 as well, yeah, I mean, I think you're kind of hoping for a couple doubles here, too. That's the kind of seed, too, where I think both runners probably feel super behind.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, how could you not with that opening? Like, there's no way you feel good about anything you did in that first, 45 minutes. As you can see on screen, this is the 60 death seed, so...
I mean, credit to both runners, though. This seed was brutal.
Yeah. And both... Well, Brian could definitely potentially get this under 2 hours if Tristal gets back to grinding pretty quick. Could be not far behind.
I think...
Yeah, we're getting going a little sideways.
Yeah, there was a lot of low rolls. I mean, your range is 6 to 12. When you're getting 7s, it's not going to do it.
Yeah. There's a big hit.
That's solid.
And a double.
Also good. Yeah. So, big fairy water strats. Also not burning any MP on the way down. Brian's going to cash this in. And hey, it wasn't a 2-hour seed.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive run for Brian Williams here.
Yeah, just it was a struggle right at the start, but Brian found the winning strategy to get through the mid game and just carried that advantage throughout the rest of the seed. So get your GGs out for Brian.
And Tristal can finally relax night.
Yeah, that was for as nasty as the Sherlock enemies could have potentially been. That was remarkably smooth for Brian too. I don't know. It feels like both runners were owed that though.
Right. And we have Brian Williams joining us here in chat. GG, Brian.
Ooh, thank you. That was a rough one. The first hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta ask, did you consider re-rolling that at all? Or asking for a reseed?
No, I mean, there were the herbs. If there weren't herbs, it would have been worth throwing a reseed request, but I knew I could get out. You saw me try like multiple times to hope that swamp went somewhere. Like Garanham would be a miracle to get us going, but once we had the first couple spells, we started with hurt. I knew we could make progress. It was just gonna be a grind.
Yeah, it was just I think it was even as late as like level 9 or 10. You only had 31 HP, so that really curtailed any effort to explore.
Blue dragons absolutely everywhere, so that really put a damper on things.
But I think things turned around in a big way when you found the grave and kind of mapped out the encounters in there and just decided, you know what, I'm going to hang out here for a while. And that looked like a move that paid off huge.
Yeah, I saw metal slimes and I thought, oh, there's nothing else that I can kill. I mean, everything was even running away in zone 1 and 2, and with 30 HP, it was just, I was going to sit there till something good happened on those metal slimes.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch you kind of take those encounters on that floor, because it definitely did sort of set the tone for the rest of your run, sort of kind of propelling you. How did you feel about all like the early like cursed belts we found and stuff, like knowing that the search tiles were going to be important, and then getting the coordinates finally in Cantlin?
Yeah, I mean,
your brain.
Yeah, so right, 2 cursed belts to start really early, and yeah, so you knew that some spike tile was going to need to get fought. So, but I was really like, oh, maybe some crazy count. I'm going to have to pull something off here on like low HP. The count was pretty easy, but I was really worried that I just was the last one to get it, because it was not that far from home, but I guess the encounter was brutal the whole way. So.
Yeah, it was an impressive run, Brian. I'm still learning the game, watching the pros do what they do, and definitely I picked up some stuff watching you guys race this seed, because this is, as Edge and I were talking during the race, this was not one for the faint of heart at all with this start.
Yeah, this might have been one of the hardest hurt starts that I've ever had, because usually you see hurt and you're like, well, this is free, I can get levels easily, and it was still incredibly hard.
Yeah, I made that mistake in the booth. I was like, oh, they got level 1 herd, they're playing with the permanent torch. This is going to be like an execution battle. Like, we're going to see, like, you know, not necessarily a free seed, but, you know, because obviously it wasn't. As you can see the death counter on screen, we got 25 deaths for you and 35 for Tristal. And it was pretty high very early on too.
Yeah, it was an execution seed, all right.
Yeah,
just a little bit different. Yeah, I'm obviously kind of curious how Tristal tried to play it, but these zones, even the early zones, were not very good. A lot of 2 breath, hurt, so you kind of got worn down even if you had armor. So yeah, there's no fast way to get experience.
Yeah, I think at the 37-minute mark we had 38 deaths. It's pretty brutal. But it looks like Tristal's committed to finishing this out, still killing these Vax Knights. Do you have any Axe Knight puns you want to drop, Brian? We've been doing it all night.
I don't have any Axe Knight puns, but I was so glad when Stop Spell worked on them.
Fair.
Because it was actually a reasonable grind, even when we were not very good. So I don't know if Tristal tried the Stop Spell, but I was like, finally something turned out good in this seed.
I don't think Tristal checked the tile until after he had found the sword. And the armor, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong there.
Yeah, armor, you probably could have just tanked all those hurt mores and heal more afterwards, and it'd be fine. So, oh no, I see that there's still more night jokes going on in chat. I'm really sorry this was such a long seed that everyone had to suffer through that.
Oh, I don't think anybody was suffering, except those knights. No, it was fun. There was both of you were grinding axe knights at one point, and so we needed stuff to talk about. But yeah, we were also, talking like how brutal this seed was and how late the gains were. How the fact that you were still able to finish this under 2 hours is very much a credit to your ability to race this game and race it well.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. I see Tristal just looked at 16. It was like, really? Not here either. So I that's how I felt. Exactly how I felt.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty heads up play to stock up on the fairy water as well.
Yeah, I got a few on the way because Cantlin was right there, and I was like, well, you never know if we'll need it. And then when it was so close, I was like, you know what? I need one more, just in case.
Yeah, and we were chat was actually just talking about what are the good situations to go for the fighters ring when it's in Sherlock, and the seed was pretty much the ideal situation for it.
Yeah, it was ideal because I'd seen a lot of the encounters too, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, I didn't like armored knights, but the other two I saw I could run from pretty easily. And I thought, well, this is going to save me like multiple heal more, so it's worth the risk of taking some damage on the way.
So yeah, we'll see if we can get Tristal in here as well. But yeah, congrats to you. Moving on to 3-1. How are you feeling about the rest of the 3-1 pool?
I was scared of everyone I could have faced, win or lose, because I've been seeing a ton of good Dragon Warrior play. So, and I know that, yeah, everyone's good. Here's Tristal. So, GG Tristal. That was a rough one.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, just tough breaks all around for you, Tristal. It just seemed like everything that you attempted to do just ended at the feet of a blue dragon or an ambush golem.
Yeah, my bad luck that seed was only beaten by my bad play that seed. My mapping was so atrocious that seed. I completely lost the Staff of Rain Cave. It took me forever to find Garen's Grave, Cantlin Garen, Jerk Cave. I had somehow blocked off that part on my map. Yeah, it was just bad all around. So even if I didn't have all that bad luck, I still would have lost by 10-15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, so I saw you threw the towel in at 16, just looking at those stats and thinking, really? Not yet even?
I mean, it was more about I didn't want to put all of you through that. It's just going through the motions at this point. Grind, hurt more Axe Knights until I'm ready, and then go do the thing. So I figured there wasn't a whole lot more entertainment value left for you there.
Yeah, I mean, the blue dragons were on the top floor of Sherlock, and then everything else seemed pretty nice on the way down. So I think once you hit 17, you would have got in, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, we must have had 200 hit points by then. It was all just backloaded way at the end there. That was crazy.
But yeah, it seemed like at the start just really difficult to get going. Couldn't even make it through the swamp cave to find anything on the other side. Just that zone and the zone, just that floor of zones was awful as well.
Yeah, the low hit points, the lack of access to good equipment, the tough enemies. It's just all a recipe for disaster.
So I think we're going to raid the game in progress on Randomania 3 in a bit. Tristal, you have any final thoughts?
Well, I want to give a big shout outs to our trackers today for having to have laser focus to increase the death counter on my side, because I don't know if those 35 deaths include all the resets at the beginning too, but wow, so many. I've also never played the Fairy Flute so many times that weren't the Golem grind. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then Brian, any final thoughts?
No, I'm just I'm hoping the next seed's a little friendlier to both of us. Tristal, as you said, I'll see you in the playoffs. I'm sure that you'll find a way through next week. But good luck, and thanks everyone for putting on the restream tonight. I know it was a busy night for everybody.
Yeah, Tristal, best of luck to you. Do some damage in the 2-2 bracket.
I'll try my best.
And Brian, congratulations on the victory. Caleb, you want to take us home?
Sure. Thanks everybody for coming out and watching us here on RPG Limit Break. We're going to go head over to Randomizer 3 here in a minute to check out Apex Corvid and Stags 28. But don't forget, if you like what you saw here, check out the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Discord. Come join us. Come learn the game with us. It's a lot of fun. Edge, as always, it's a pleasure being in the commentary booth with you. Tristal and Brian, thank you so much for putting on one heck